Hey everyone, welcome back. And today is really going to be more of just a chit chat. There was nothing like OMG that happened this week. I think the biggest thing that happened was Nvidia's graphics cards went on sale. So, like if you're a hardcore PC gamer, you're probably bankrupt right now and you had to put your house up for mortgage. And yeah, but other than that, was kind of a slow week. So we've got a bunch of stuff to talk about. So Tim, take it away.
All right. Not only we have a bunch of stuff, but it's February. It's February 1st when we're recording it.
Yep.
This month has a huge amount of big games, guys. We'll probably talk about that next podcast because we know Wilds is coming. I can't wait. Jarrod and I are going to be playing that. Hopefully, we create a little bit of a series for the channel so you can see some of our gameplay and us getting our ass handed to us.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
us
Exactly.
defeating a bunch of monsters. Anyways, so last week we did a preview of Grand Theft Auto 6. If anyone's following the news, it's going to be one of the most anticipated games, of course. Huge series. 5 was a massive. But, it's interesting because the rumors are funny because sometimes, they're fake. But I would say most of the time, a lot of these rumors, I think, are planted by, there's conspiracy theories that are planted by companies, and it makes logical sense, by the way. Here, let's put this out there. See how the masses react to this, right? And right now, the rumor is that the game's going to cost. Now, this is supposedly the base game because there's always additions, right? And additions could cost 120, etc. That's been normal for years. That's besides the point. But they're saying that the baseline entry could possibly be 100 USD.
Mhm.
Now, that's a lot. Now, remember that right now games are $70 for basically AAA. So it's not that far-fetched. It's only $30 more. But is that the breaking point, actually? Because I think a lot of people, 70, it might affect some sales, but I really don't think so. But $100, yeah, if it's $100 out of the gate for just to get the game, I think that's going to hurt Grand Theft Auto 6 sales. I don't see a lot of people that are current. And of course, you always have your content creators, your fanboys. They buy it. It could be $300. Well, maybe not $300, a bit much, but whatever the price is, they're going to go. But I'm talking about the masses. Remember, Grand Theft Auto 6 or 5 was most likely had a ton of new fans, casuals, etc., not just its core audience, right? Because fanboys are going to be fanboys no matter what. But yeah, I wanted to discuss. You guys put in the comments too. I think $100 is breaking the straw that broke the camel's back. I think that's a bit too much, Jared, just for the standard entry. I'm not talking about special premium editions, deluxe editions. That's way, way different because you get extra content with it. But I'm talking about just the baseline game to get into the door. $100. I don't know, Jared. I think that's too much. And how much truth do you think it is to this rumor, by the way?
Well, I there's no doubt that games are gonna increase in price, right? We've already started to see this over a while there, like Nintendo, all the hoopla la when Tears of the Kingdom was like $10 more expensive than like the standard that they typically do. I don't think there's such a thing as like the straw that broke the camel's back, really, because we know what will happen. The game will still sell 5 million units in its first like 30 seconds of being open, or available rather. And then you'll come in when they 30% off,
Dude, okay,
like sort of.
let me tell you something. I'll get the receipt. I just bought Grand Theft Auto 5 a couple weeks ago. It was on a massive sale. Now, that is technically a multiplayer game, but to me, I kind of think of that as more of a single player game. So, I told you guys many times, multiplayer, I'm a lot more lenient or willing to open my wallet because you get so many hours investment. But single player games, nah, I could wait, guys. I'm not a
Yeah,
teenager.
so like look, the truth is of course, right? Like of course you can price yourself out of you can
game, yes.
yeah, like for sure. For sure absolutely. I don't want to like, would this impact the sales of Grand Theft Auto 6? Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
It will, yeah.
Because like you can't tell me with a straight face that like the people who aren't supposed to be playing the game, the young ones that have to go to their parents but the parents don't give a crap and buy it anyways, they're gonna think twice about doing that kind of stuff. But considering the fact that there's so many sales, like it's ridiculous. Like now on there's so many different storefronts that have sales. Like there's pretty much a sale on all the time.
Every day.
Like it's.
I mean, think of which Epic Game Stores has like at least one free game a week, and a lot of them are good games. Yeah. Now, obviously, there might not be the latest and greatest, but you get gems, dude, all the time. So there's sales all the time. Now, this won't be on sale for at least a while.
Yeah.
It's hot,
of course.
It's hot, but
no. Of course, it's not going to be on sale like tomorrow type of thing. But I'm just saying that, like, so look, this is the problem. This is the problem, right? Like, what killed the theater / movie industry? It was a combination,
Streaming.
right? Well, it was a combination of things. Like, it was already on a major decline ever since the 90s, when the home entertainment market really took off. Late 70s, 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
Like, and technology was getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper to buy these massive, people forget, but like years ago, buying a 60-inch television was like, you had to be like Johnny Depp.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like you could never afford that. Just like
consoles, once they became quote unquote arcade quality or better, killed arcades. I think, at least in the US. I know it's still popular in other countries, but it killed once you got at home, like, why do I need to go to the arcade?
Exactly. And it's like, and streaming has affected the whole thing.
Massively.
Right? Like, massively.
Well, that's a whole debate too. Not only that, but quality of movies have gone down the gutter too, man. I mean, think about it. You can't even enjoy story anymore. They have to be for some reason, the executives at these studios think they do have some people do have short people, they can't focus on story, so they make crap movies, so the quality's gone down. People are like, shit, it costs so much money to take my family out to see a movie for a piece of crap. I'll just wait till it's on stream.
Bingo.
Digital.
So see what you just said? See exactly what you just said? Yep. This is my fear with gaming. Because gaming has always been about like 20 years behind Hollywood in terms of like the same problems that have amassed. Like if we look today, what was it, 700 million for Call of Duty to make it or whatever?
Yeah, that's insane.
It's insane. It's insane. And like this Grand Theft Auto is probably over $1 billion that they have spent on this game. So whether
risky. I don't know if
whether or not they're going to be, it's going to be $100 or not, I do genuinely think prices are going to go up. Why? Because of budgets like that. That is out of control. And you have to think Grand Theft Auto is 12? Like Grand Theft Auto 5 is like 12 years old now or something like that. Like it's absurd.
I can check real quick while you're talking. But no, you're right. And the thing is, back to Call of Duty, if you think about it, almost $1 billion. Of course, 300 million is still substantially less. But that's a huge popular series. They know they're going to get return on investment. Yeah, April 14th, 2015 is when the Grand Theft Auto 5 came out on Steam. Now, I don't know the console releases, but pretty much.
Well, no, but hold up, because
it's 10 years old.
Hold on. Grand Theft Auto.
Was it released on PC at day one?
I mean, I usually not. So
not usually, no. So it's it's at least 10 years old, guys. Almost 10 years old on PC. So older on console.
Oh my god, dude! 2013.
What? No way! It was a 2-year wait.
Yep.
Wow. Well, good thing that crap's over. Nowadays, it's day one and I'm glad that Sony's doing that. So smart, because I hate. It's like you have to wait and stuff like that. But yeah, that makes sense because back then there was console exclusives and also it was PC. But anyways, so
12 years, dude. I was right.
Yeah, 12 years. It's a 12-year-old game.
It's
been a long time.
Yeah,
which is great. So that means Grand Theft Auto 6 should be supported for quite some time, guys. So you should get your $100 worth. But anyways, even that, I will not buy it, guys. And as much as I know I'll love Grand Theft Auto 5, because it's I like that type of open world type game, role play. I will not spend $100. I can even buy
how many copies
at full price.
How many copies? Don't look it up. How many copies do you think Grand Theft Auto 5 has sold? It's been 12 years.
I think
it's been on.
I think it's sold at least 30 million.
200 million is at the
Okay, well, I was
last count.
way off. All
So
right.
that's why $100 they can get away with it, because it is the top selling video game franchise of individual. Like, because Call of Duty is a yearly iteration thing. If you just look at individual things, it's the highest selling series outside of like our Marios. And actually, no, I think even if you include Marios, like, what other game sells 200 million?
Mario's never sold. Well, first, there's no console Nintendo's ever made that. I mean, the Switch is to 150 million units. So think about it. Let's say you have a 90% ratio. Even that doesn't come close to it, right? So yeah, I don't think Mario as a series might have sold a lot, substantially more, because it's so old, right? All the titles combined probably beats that, but that's impressive numbers, guys. I was way off. I thought it was 30, 40. I was thinking 50, but I was like, okay, maybe I'm going to be a little bit too high. But yeah, well, let's say half of those people buy it, dude. They still make a shit ton.
Look at that? Tim.
So that's probably what they're thinking.
Listen to this, man. This is nuts. So Grand Theft Auto 5 is one of the most unique video games in history, having been released on 3 generations of PlayStation and Xbox consoles, as well as PC. 3 generations.
That's insane.
That's
dude.
insane.
So we now know, guys, it will be a massive hit. But I don't know, man. I do think $100 is a lot. Like I said, your hardcore fans, your content creators will be all over it. Content creators, it's their job, so it's the tax write-off, so they don't care, right? They get their stuff back. But yeah, it'll be a massive hit. But will it sell that kind of? Well, first you have to remember this game's 12 years old, so Grand Theft Auto 6 will not sell that kind of sales anytime soon. But I would say that it's probably going to easily sell 30 million plus, even at $100, guys. But I still think that it's way too much, and I think it will affect potentially sales. We'll see.
No, we'll see. For sure. Like, let's not kid ourselves. Like, the higher something is, the more it's the Hollywood problem, right? It's No,
but
go ahead.
Jarrod, you remember what you said on Discord about it? If it sells massively into huge success at 100, that's really bad for the industry, because then the bar has been risen.
Yeah, of course.
And people, look at this. Well, we're missing out. Let's up our price too. So that'd be bad for the consumer.
Tim, I totally forgot that Grand Theft Auto 5 was a PS3, Xbox 360 game.
Wow.
I really did not remember
Unbelievable,
that.
guys. Yeah, see, it's shit time. Years go by too fast. Way too fast.
That's crazy.
Anyways, let us know in the comments, guys. Is $100 the breaking point for you? How much are you willing to pay? I think $69.99 should be its base price, and then go from there for deluxe premium editions. That's fine. People want to buy the swag. It's their prerogative. It's, each their own. I personally think it's a waste, but because I'm not really much into skin, even though I've been buying skins for Dead by Daylight, so I guess I'm a hypocrite in that regard. But traditionally, I never buy skins, right? Oh, Marvel Rivals too. I bought the Battle Pass.
Oh, look at this.
But you get okay. Look, for Battle Pass, this is the thing about these free-to-play games, guys. That's why they call them gacha. Well, Rivals isn't really gacha. I guess it could be considered. Basically, for $10, I get 5 skins, right? Now, if you buy skins individually on the shop, they're $20 each. So you see what they do there? They want that steady income from the battle passes. So they give you so much incentive to buy because it's such great value compared to the rest. Yeah, cool. I get 5 skins plus a bunch of other little cool things for $10. Yeah. Or you could go and buy $20 skins. See? So
yeah,
for
man,
one
of
character,
course.
It's a lot of money. I don't buy those.
Before we move on, the one thing though I do want to say, because someone is gonna say it. Someone always says it. Is like, you guys are so stupid. The game prices have gone down. And,
no, they haven't gone down.
Well, no. I still have my copy of Super Mario Brothers 3. In the cellophane, I just cut the cellophane to get into the game, and I left it alone. I put the package away, and it stayed in my NES for so long because I loved it, that when I wanted to play like something else after, I would just leave it like beside my NES because I would always go back to it. Anyway, years went on. No joke. Years went on, and I eventually went back to my, to put it away years later. And I was like, oh, look at that. I still have the cellophane on it. $99.99 was the price of the game.
Yeah, they were. People forget. Yeah, I forgot that. People forget that the NES era was expensive. I think there were $70 pops that came here in the U.S. If I remember back, $69.99 for games.
Yeah,
I wonder why you guys in Canada pay so much more. Man.
No, it's to do with the dollar. But even in the U.S., there were over $100 games.
Yeah,
it depended on the cartridge, like like what it was. But that's the thing.
Oh, you think those are expensive? You remember the SNK's, the Neo Geo? Oh, those are $250, but that was arcade. Yeah, literally an arcade machine. So you got what you literally had the exact carbon copy of the arcade at the time. You have to remember at that time when the Neo Geo was released, home consoles didn't come close to arcade type visuals. So
I gotta say,
it was expensive for a reason, and there were huge bricks. Remember? Jim?
Oh yeah, of course. I have here. I have I think it's buried because I still buy them.
Oh wow, really?
Well, yeah. When there's new, what is that right there? No, that's not it. It's buried. Yeah, because like indie developers now, like the NG Dev team and stuff. There was Krautbuster. That was one of the last ones that I bought. I used to love that back in the day, late when I was already working and stuff like that. But the prices, man, the prices were insane because you had to buy it directly from Neo Geo. So like there was the Neo Geo store, which used to do pre-orders for them. And I always wondered like how many people actually did this. You know what I mean? Like how many people actually bought them? Because they were like at the end of the Neo Geo's life, they were easily 500 US. Like
you got to be a hardcore fan.
Yeah, man. And today, like I haven't bought in a long time. The last one I bought was Krautbuster. That was the last one. That was my last Neo Geo game I bought. And I mean, they're 300 euros, man. Like that's a lot of money. Like, so now, anyways, I haven't done that in years and years and years. But anyways,
SNK's still around too.
Oh, SNK is doing. It's crazy. Yeah. SNK and Konami swap places.
Like, it makes, which is weird. Yeah, Konami, man, they've been kind of releasing some stuff, but they really aren't focused on games, which is interesting because the video game industry is kind of bad spot. You see a lot of little small indie companies just can't make money, man. It's even big publishers are having Warner Brothers Multiverse game, which is their Smash Brother clone. It's shutting down. So that came out news this week. They just, if you read feedback, they were very aggressive with their unlocking characters, monetization. So that's the thing about these free-to-play games, guys. There's a balance. You can't go too aggressive because people aren't going to support it. Yeah. You can't do too forgiving or too nice, quote unquote nice. Then you're not going to make any money. So there's a fine line balance where you can't give the player too much, but you got to give them enough to keep them hooked.
Yeah.
So and it's weird because there's other Smash Bros. That Nickelodeon Smash Brother clone failed too. It's like Nintendo, man. I try to tell you, man. Sometimes free to play is not the way to go. I can understand why though. Free to play for multiplayer can be a blessing because in order for a multiplayer game to survive, you have to have a user base. If you sit there 10 minutes in the queue waiting to get in a match, people aren't going. They're okay. This game sucks. It's dead. So it's a fine line. And unfortunately, Warner Brothers tends to be very aggressive with their. Executives go by numbers, man. They're not gamers. They're like you and I. They go by numbers, or maybe they were gamers when they're young, but not when you're a chief executive officer. They see, the Fortnite numbers and all these other industry, they get all this stuff like potential. Oh, look at Smash Brothers. Look how much we got to get a bit of that pie. Oh, what? It's not making enough. Scrap it. They have no patience. And that's kind of a problem with, sometimes games take a while to grow organically. And unfortunately, a lot of these big publishers don't care. They only care about profits, quick dollar, quick returns.
Yeah, absolutely.
We need to discuss that, Jared, though. The industry's not in that good of a place overall.
Well, dude, it's Hollywood.
Grand Theft Auto 6.
It's Hollywood. It's literally the same thing. Like, it's the exact same problem that Hollywood has. Budgets have ballooned.
Maybe Grand Theft Auto 6 being $100 might be like, you don't agree. It might be the straw that kind of hurts the industry. It's like, oh shoot, like not hurt the industry. But you know what I mean.
It's like it's tough because like we've had games at the $59.99, $69.99 for a
years,
long time,
years,
but budgets have gotten bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But the price per unit has stayed relatively the same. So, I mean, it's inevitable. It's inevitable that the prices are going to go up. Now, why would they jump from $69.99 to $99.99? That's all. That's a little. That's a little much, and I think that would have major consequences. Sort of like the PlayStation 5 Pro. No one can tell me that thing is selling out all over the place. Like bull. And it's not.
There Yeah, you're right. Because there was a report from GameStop saying they can't get rid of them. It's just sitting on shelves collecting dust. They're not selling them. I remember reading something about that. I should give you the link, or maybe I did. But anyways, there was something about that it's not selling for them. So.
Well,
I'm surprised
$1,000 almost, and it's like
that's ridiculous.
Exactly.
And that's good. Because if it sold a shit ton, then you know what that means.
Yeah, I know exactly what that would mean. And so that was the thing. That was the other little thing. Again, we're just talking today, guys. If you're wondering, there's no real agenda today. But yesterday, I think it was, or the day before, I think it was the 30th or the 31st, NVIDIA released their new RTX series. And we're talking about absurd, insane pricing. And so their new flagship, the RTX 5090, go buy one, Tim. Buy me one while you're at it. The prices have gotten absolutely insane. If you want top tier, if you want like the absolute best graphics card currently available on the market, just now, like what is it, Tim? How much is it in the US? Because I know what it is in Canada.
Oh, it's. I'll look up the price. It's like $1,000 if I remember.
I thought it's a lot more than 1,000. I thought it's like 1,800 or something like that.
Oh, really? Let me look. Let me look while you're discussing it.
Yeah, because
but it's insane. But guys, though, traditionally, I've been a PC gamer for years. Traditionally, when even in the past, when video cards are brand new, they're always like there's that 6-month window where it's insanely priced, but then after like 6 months it goes down. So that's always traditional of the market. So they're going to be overpriced for a while. Those are for the hardcore people that want to pay premium just to quote unquote have it. They've always done that through the years. That's nothing new. But yeah, let's take a
You're right. Nothing new. What is new is the price. They've never been at these levels before. I mean, me too. I've been building computers for 30 years. And I've never, ever since crypto hit the scene and people started using the GPUs to mine crypto, the prices have gone, pardon my language, but just batshit crazy. So I can tell you what it is in Canada. It's $2,899. And
it's expensive here.
Well, I don't know. Just put RTX. Like RTX 5090 Best Buy USA price. Let's see.
You could take.
It's $2,000, dude.
Yep, it's insane. No, I'm not gonna. I would never pay that kind of.
No, exactly. But there's a point I'm trying to make. If the PlayStation 5 Pro at almost 1,000 becomes like your default
norm,
and your GPUs start getting over 1,000, then all of a sudden it's like this won't survive. The industry won't survive.
No, it won't. No, guaranteed. I guarantee
implode.
You. There's a lot of people that struggle to even keep up with the current games. We always have to remember that hardcore people are hardcore. They will buy it no matter what. Mm-hmm. But the masses is where the companies make their money off of it. It isn't. Because you have to remember, we have to look it up. I think like 1 or 2% of the. Maybe a little bit more, but it's pretty low. Is what we call core gamers, hardcore gamers. Those are the ones that are quote unquote nerds, the ones that just buy it and put thousands upon thousands of hours in one title. The elites of the elite, the top end. Those are extremely small amount of the game. And then other spectrum, you have casuals, and there's the ones in between, right? That's how you kind of have to balance it out.
Yeah, it's a bell curve.
Your game to. Yeah, it's a bell curve. Yeah, in the hardcore is a small amount of them. That's what's interesting is because you have to remember, bulk of people don't go on Reddit. The bulk of people don't even read reviews. The bulk of people don't do any of that. They see something they like and they buy it. They don't invest extra time. The only people that are vocal, like I said, the core people, the hardcore at the core gamer, the ones that are very passionate. The bulk of people are not like that, and that people forget that.
Yeah, and that is a perfect segue. I just, I thought the new graphics cards, they always make me laugh because, like, there's a reason.
Yeah, don't buy them.
No, like, here, what am I at? Here, I'm at the RTX 2080. That's the one that I have, and this thing is still awesome. Like, it's.
Yep, I have like I told you, I have a 370 Ti, which is still really good, and I only do 1440p resolution, guys. I don't do even 4K. So for me to go to the 5000 series wouldn't be much of an upgrade. Yeah, of course it'd be smoother and stuff like that, but it wouldn't be worth it would be cool, it's a little bit better, okay, but it wouldn't be worth the cost. Now if I wanted to go to 4K graphics and visuals,
but
and
dude,
that kind of high-end stuff, then
4K, even 4K, really, it's not that bad. What kills it is the HDR and all that crap.
Yeah,
like that really
where you
starts
would see
to.
The difference.
Yeah, but anyway, so we're talking about the bell curve. We're talking about the masses and this and that, and everything else, and we got a report that surprised no one, I don't think, from Microsoft. They're pretty much the biggest publisher in the world. They made, in December, they made $465 million. And the news that came out and what I wanted to discuss, because I do genuinely think this is going to impact the overall Microsoft strategy. 64% of all that spending was from PS5 alone for Microsoft. So what I find interesting is we know that they're going to heavily support Nintendo. And I genuinely think that we're going to see some kind of a difference, if you will, with the next Xbox. My prediction is that this is going to be very different.
Yes. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if they go pure digital with it.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of what I'm like, Tim. What I'm thinking is it's going to be a Game Pass box or something like that, like something totally, I don't think totally different.
Yeah. And people, I know there's people, especially our viewers, love their physical. A lot of people do, but it is literally a dying. It's dead. There's not if you look at physical sales compared to digital, it's just no comparison, right? So yeah, physical, I think it's going to be a thing of the past very, very soon. And it makes sense from a publisher standpoint, developer standpoint. Get rid of the middleman. You get direct profit. Well, you still have to put it on storefronts. That's why Microsoft loves Game Pass, right? Because that's their storefront.
Exactly.
They don't have to pay royalties or service fees to like Steam, Epic Game Store, and what's it called, GOG. So anyways, quick thing though, I would love to know, we have to do, I don't know, you probably know more than me, is traditionally Nintendo's been very bad with third party. So never done well on Nintendo's platforms because it's always been like a Nintendo system where their fans buy it. But the Switch sold way more than I think just Nintendo fans. So we do know that. I think third party's done pretty well on Switch, right?
Yeah, like overall, yes, I certainly believe so. For a long time, it was like, no one could do wrong. Like on the Switch, it was like everything was doing well. And
Switch has done really well with third party, especially indie scene, which is great to see. It's been like an indie platform of choice. I know Sony's been trying to get indies into their side because that's a big chunk of the market, believe it or not, guys. Some of these indie gems and these retro games are doing so well right now because they're lower price for entry and people just like nostalgia, right? But anyways, besides the point, the reason I asked Jarrod, because what are your predictions on Microsoft? Well, traditionally, I don't think Microsoft's done well on Nintendo though. Well, first, they're going really embraced it.
Yeah.
But now they're going to go hardcore.
Yeah, now they're going to go hardcore.
The system's going to be respectful in terms of power. But will Microsoft be successful? The Nintendo user base, are they interested in your Halos? Are they interested in, what's that racing game?
Horizon.
Yeah. Are they interested in those type of games?
Forza Horizon.
Forza, there you go.
Is the one I was thinking. But Forza is it? But wait a sec, before you continue. Forza Horizon was just announced on the PS5, and that was weird to see, man. It was weird to see. I was like, the hell is happening?
I do hope that the Microsoft, because I love more Microsoft type, more the quote unquote mature, type games. I hope they do well on Switch because I want more of that on the Nintendo Switch. And Nintendo Switch still has a ton of indie stuff. But when I look at the eShop, dude, there's so much garbage in there, man. It's like not hardly any of it appeals to me, dude.
Yeah, but
and it's like, I buy the Nintendo stuff, but go ahead.
No, because the reason why is because what storefront is? I'm assuming Steam is your go-to, right?
Oh, of course. Well, I have Game Pass, and Game Pass has a lot of those games that interest me, right? I think it's more PC focused, obviously. Yeah, well, Game Pass PC.
There's a thing.
But Switch does have a lot of shit, but there's a lot of great stuff on there.
Yeah. No, what I'm talking about is there is no storefront in the world that has more garbage than Steam. But you won't actually know it. And that's
because it caters to
exactly.
What I like. You're right. And Nintendo needs to do that.
I agree.
Want to see this Hello Kitty this weird crap Nintendo. I want to see stuff that I like. And that's why I'm telling you, man. Is it like that on Sony? Do you know? I don't know. I haven't had a Sony for years. Are their storefront caters towards their?
No, I don't think it does so. The same. Not
it's
like
man. I wish. Yeah.
I'll check. I actually don't know. Yeah. I actually don't know.
But no, that's a good point, Jared, because Steam knows, okay, you like, and it even recommends the same type of games for you. Yes. Nintendo, and I'm pretty sure Sony is way behind that. I don't know if I never paid attention to Microsoft if it does. Microsoft's storefront's not that great, though. They have it's decent, respectful, better than I think Epic, but they need to improve that as well, Microsoft does. Hey, Microsoft executives are watching that, get it done.
No, but dude, that's the honest truth. Like, whenever I go on Steam, I don't buy as much as I used to. I used to buy. But now I'm much more controlled. But still, Steam knows I like Metroidvania games. They know that's one of my thing. I love those types of games. And so when I bought Kong Survivor Instincts or whatever the hell it was called, I got a recommendation after I finished the game. I got a recommendation for something called Frontier Hunter. And it was ridiculous. It was like $8 or something like it was ridiculously inexpensive. And there was nothing else going on. So I was like, all right, so here's my $8, downloaded it to my Steam Deck, went to the sofa, sat down. And I was like, this is a freaking incredible game. It's an incredible game that I would never have found. Never. And it's available on PS5. Good luck finding it. You know what I mean? It's buried in God knows where.
Yeah, and that's where Sony, all the console manufacturers, even let me look at Game Pass. I don't think it even recommends. Let me check where you're looking at it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Let me know, Tim, because I don't think it does. Because whatever Game Pass does, Sony guaranteed would do. In terms,
I don't see it.
I don't think so.
Wait.
I don't know.
No. They're. I don't mind Microsoft's interface, but they definitely could do room for improvement. Like that recommendation. So Steam's ahead of the game, guys. There's just no comparison right now. And by the way, Citizen Sleeper 2 Starward Vector just released on Game Pass. Check that out, Jared. I think you'd like it. It's a dice-driven RPG, so it's a sci-fi world. I think it'd be something cool, and it's part of Game Pass. And Orcs Must Die Death Trap is on Game Pass. Well, let me know if you want to play that. It's a multiplayer game.
You're so funny, man. I'm waiting 2 weeks for Avowed and Monster Hunter.
Oh yeah, Avowed, dude.
But dude, I want to finish. I want to finish with this Frontier Hunter. Guys, go check this out if you like Metroidvania games. Tim, you wouldn't like it from a story sort of point because it's an anime story, but just skip all the cutscenes. It doesn't matter. It's a Metroidvania. You don't need to know what you're doing. You're exploiting and playing or whatever. But dude, I've spent 25 hours in this game and I'm not done. I was blown away because early access games, which this was one, you never know. It's always a gamble if you're gonna actually get it. Now I didn't support it. I bought it, right now, but I'm floored, man. This is Symphony of the Night level of interconnected, deep as hell. all your weapons and stuff you can all be customized, and like it's a super deep game. And again, I look at the receipt, $8. Like I'm like,
you can't.
That's crazy.
You can't beat the. I mean, like Steam right now has a big sale going on. It's like third, I think, and I think I gave you a link about it. The Weird West. That's like 75% off for $5.99, and it's a good like action RPG.
Well, dude, I got Last Faith. So Last Faith's been in my
now it looks really good, really good.
And that's been in my wish list forever.
Have you played it?
No, not yet. I don't understand what's happening with the game I'm playing. Like, here I am. I'm like, oh yeah, 5-6 hour like quick little Metroidvania game, dude. 25 hours. I don't even know if does it end? Like, I don't understand. I'm just keep playing and playing and playing. I'm like, but it's a great game. The next one I'm gonna check out is Last Faith, because that looks stunning. There was another one that just got released on the Switch and on Steam. That's, again, another Metroidvania game, pixel art. I'd have to boot up Steam. I don't know if Steam's going to explode.
Thinking of which, I wonder if they're ever going to do Metroidvania type games in full 3D. Those don't come out very often, do they? I mean, Metroid Prime's technically one.
Yeah, true. Actually, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, man. Like, there's not really... Not that it can...
There's not many of them.
Yeah, not really. Maybe it just doesn't work because of the backtracking. Maybe it just doesn't...
maybe that's it. It's not this immersive, I guess.
Blade Chimera.
What we're thinking...
Check out Blade
Chimera. Oh, I told you, Nick, on our community.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
really likes the game. Oh, but before we... switch gears, I want to note this because we're going to probably forget. The second open beta period test for Monster Hunter Wilds, guys, is this coming up week, Thursday, February 6th, 2025 at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time until Sunday, the February 9th, until 6:59 p.m. And then there's another one a week after, Thursday, February 13th at 7.
But these are wipes,
until
right?
Sunday, the 16th. Yeah. Oh yeah, these are like, I don't know if you keep it. And then
no, I doubt it. Usually these are that's the only reason I don't personally. It's the only reason I don't do the betas.
No, it's according here the second beta. Save data from the previous open beta, including the character creation and more, can be carried over to the second open beta. But I'm pretty sure there's a feature the same content as the first and additional. All right, so there's additional map, etc., etc. Anyone who So basically, if you were the first one, you get in auto. You go to Steam or whatever. I don't know if it's on consoles. I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh, it should be.
But I'm pretty sure that the betas will wipe. It doesn't mention anything about release.
No, dude, almost
okay, hold on.
To
look at the video, they'll find out. Yeah, there's going to probably be a wipe. But anyways, if you played in the first beta, guys, that stuff will still be carried over. So you don't have to worry about starting over. No, because I know I only... But with betas, dude, I don't waste my time.
Okay, so you're like me. Yeah, okay, you're like me.
All right, I'm going to get it. There's no debate. I'm going to get it. So to me, I do over the years. Only time I do betas is games it looks interesting. I don't know if I'll like it though. Oh, here, I'll try it.
Yeah.
But with a game that you're going to get, there's no point.
No, exactly. So, anywho, I wanted just to say about the Microsoft stuff, which we did. I just, if I was a betting man, I would really say that whatever Microsoft decides to do hardware-wise, I think is going to be different. I think they're really going to start to do like the Wii. I don't mean casual. I mean something radically different than anyone else, and just flood the PC, PlayStation, Nintendo with all of their titles. And yes, it's going to take time for people to get used to that, but Microsoft, as you say all the time to me, they know where the money is at, and they don't care about hardware, software, whatever. They care about money. And if money is showing up, that's $500 million, guys, in 1 month that they made. And if that's the bulk of that is from Sony today, but maybe tomorrow the bulk of that's from Nintendo. You know what I mean? And it's like,
I'm very interested, guys. I wonder what people, think who are, Nintendo fans, what they think put in the comments. Do you think Microsoft will be successful on the Sony, not Sony, on the Switch platform, because the Switch games user base, I think, is different, man.
No, I know.
We'll see.
I know.
Because
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I hope it does, because I really want Switch to have more games. But then again, if they bring like your Halos or all these Xbox Game Pass games, I'm not gonna play it on the Switch.
No, neither will I.
Get it on Game Pass.
Yeah, me too.
So yeah, I'm not gonna play it on the game on the Switch. But anyways, Switch to me is for games from Mario and all those other weird gems that you don't get on PC. I'm a PC guy, so I'm not gonna. I'll get the Switch too, but it's most of the games that, if they're available on PC, I always get on PC. There are some exceptions, like if they're the old pixel art stuff, it's cool on the Switch, because it's not going to be much better on the PC, right? Like pixel art is going to be the same. The only once in a while, frame rates and performance will be, of course, better on PC, and the Switch has a hard time. But I think Switch 2 is going to be able to handle pretty much anything on the current market pretty damn well without issues. So, well, I'm looking forward to that.
I'm curious to see. I mean, yes, I'm curious to see all this too, of course, but I'm also really curious to see what Valve does this year. I am really curious to see this year, next year, what does Valve do? Because the Steam Deck has to have been not a surprise. I don't want to say a surprise, but like it's got to have taught them something. And guys, if you remember, I don't remember if they were called Steam boxes or Steam machines. I don't remember. They try. It's long before the Steam Deck. Valve tried to do consoleized Steam boxes, literally, and they just totally flopped. But it's because they didn't have the Proton layer that the Steam Deck has. That was, in my opinion, that was the absolute brilliance of the Steam Deck. It's not that it's a portable. It's not that it's a Linux machine, although that is very cool. I think the brilliance is that almost every game that you have is playable. And that's what killed the Steam. God, look it up while I'm talking. Is it Steam Box or Steam Machine? I don't remember what it was. They partnered with like Alienware. They partnered with like all these companies. They had a bajillion.
Yeah, Steam Box console. Hold on. Yeah, Steam Box console. Yeah, it was $499 to $6,000.
Yeah.
Why would it be so much? But
because
why did the Steam console fail? They were too PC-like, according to this.
Oh my gosh! No,
the Steam machines failed because they were too PC. Consoles thrive because they are developed on one of the. I don't know about it.
Okay,
Anyways,
okay. No, but the real.
It was a Steam Box.
Okay, Steam Box. Okay, because the real thing was that there were so many compatibility issues, and you're like, well, this sucks, man. You know what I mean? Like I want to get my stupid controller to work on the TV. And it could be like a nightmare, but they did such a good job with SteamOS that you have layers that you can put, because these games are all Windows games. They're not Linux games. And so they have like an emulation layer that they put on. And I'll tell you, man, you cannot tell that this is being run on an emulator. Like 60 FPS solid the whole way through, no latency issues, none of that stuff. And it's just so friggin' impressive, where I'm like, man, that would be cool. Like to have my PC here and to have a Steam box for the TV. That I would seriously jump on that, man. I would seriously jump on that, because all your saves, all your achievements, all your everything sync to the cloud. Then you go back on your PC if you want like the true, raw power, and it's just synced. Boom, continue your game, have fun, go nuts. Like that's really interesting to me. And I think that kind of thing, if Microsoft decides to truly do a portable, there's all those rumors and stuff. If they decide to do like that, and they decide to do a console, this could be very interesting if it really was truly like Game Pass powered, where everything just syncs. So you just pick up your portable and boom, there you go. You can, play like away. You don't sort of like the Switch, right? Like it's its own dedicated thing, but you also could get the enhanced power if you have the console or your PC or whatever. I can there's something there. And I don't think anyone's kind of like figured it out just yet, but there's certainly something there to go from one device to the next device to the next device and just have everything work. Like I don't know. There's I've been playing a lot in my Steam Deck because this game apparently never ends that I'm playing, and it's just so impressive. Like I put the have an overlay at the top of the screen that does like, how much VRAM you're using, what's the CPU, what's the wattage that the game takes, and it's fascinating, man. Like my emulators that I have on there, like it's crazy. I was playing Dino Crisis through an emulator on the PlayStation 1 and it was like taking like 8 watts of power, like nothing. But the official Good Old Games release, guys, I don't know if like Tim, tell me you have the GOG Galaxy installed on your computer, please.
The God Galaxy?
Good Old Games. They're
Oh no, I don't. I don't want another I haven't picked them. I know because Dino Crisis is coming from.
It wasn't even yeah, it is, but it's not that. It's they have the same thing as Epic.
I have Epic, Steam, of course, in the Game Pass. That's enough. I don't want another.
No, but dude, like
even
it's not,
Discord technically has their own Steam.
You don't need
too, that for games.
You don't actually need to do that. Just make sure you go to Good Old Games, like GOG.com. Make sure you get their free games, man. Because
they have a lot of free games too.
Ton of free games, and they're free games, man. Some of them are classic games that. So anyway. So there's a workaround to get GOG games like working on the Steam Deck. So I wanted to check it out, and I was like, oh boy, it was like 20 watts or something. The real version of Dino Crisis was taking. So basically, to kill the battery in like 45 minutes, which obviously something is wrong with that, right? But it just made me laugh that I was like, so you want me to run an emulator and a ROM? But anyway, I really truly think there's something there, and I do hope someone gets it. Like I'm hoping that one of these companies, if it's Microsoft or Valve or someone, figures out like the way of doing this in a way that's like affordable and what have you. And I gotta see, because when did the RTX 2080 series come out? Is it like 3 years now? 4 years?
So hold on. Wait. Oh, also while we're looking that up, Phil Spencer back to Microsoft is, what did you say? And this is no surprise, wouldn't roll out Starfield on other platforms. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be coming out soon.
Oh, for sure.
All right. When was the 20? Yeah.
It says 2018
series.
Yeah.
September 20th, 2018.
Okay, so 2018. Wow, man, already, eh? That's crazy. My computer's that old already?
Yeah, the Quattro 2000 was released in 2010, but that's older than Series 2 was. Yeah, it's older, dude.
My gosh, man.
Hold on. Yeah, they were. Yep.
Let me see. Newegg. When did I buy my damn parts? Because this is crazy to me. Like, it's wild. When's the last time you built yours?
Wait. That was the other one. Okay.
Well, I'm checking to see my order history.
GeForce 20. That was. Yeah. So around that time, a little bit. Yeah. So it's been a while.
Let's see. Oh my God, dude, it's so funny here. Like looking at what I bought, like still they were still the M2 like chips. They weren't the old solid states, but here Intel Core i9 9th generation.
Yep.
So I don't know.
Yeah, 2080 Ti was released September 20th, 2018. So
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, so they're like what 5, 6, 7 years old, dude.
Yeah, this kind of sucks. Like Newegg, you kind of suck. It doesn't even show when you bought it. Wow, that sucks. My Dominator Platinum. I love looking at this.
This is a cool question. Wonder.
Hmm?
Besides, why do you play video games? Entertainment, fun, escapism, stress reliever, or challenge? Those are the 4 choices. Entertainment and fun.
Yeah, you know what? I think
challenge too.
Yeah, entertainment fun for me too. But I think stress relief is probably accurate. Like as a result of this. Yeah, wow, man. Do you use Newegg or not at all?
No, not very rare. Not like I used to. I used to use it so much.
Yeah, this kind of sucks, man. Like they don't even have invoices. You can't even check. Like they show you the product. It gives you like the order number, but it doesn't tell you when you placed your order. Well, that sucks. Oh well. Okay. I was gonna check to see like how old is my damn computer now.
Could be pretty old, right?
Let's see. Wait. I might have it. I know nobody cares about this, but I do. What do we got? Here's your Newegg. Here we go. And that's useless. Wolfenstein Youngblood came with the graphics card. Yeah, here we go. GeForce RTX 2080. I bought it 2019. So I didn't buy it. Of course, I would never have bought it when it first came out, right? Because it'd be like,
of course not.
It'd be like $10,000 or something like. But it was expensive, man. I'm looking at the price here, man, and woo, it was already very expensive back then. It was $1,500 almost. Like, oof, that's a lot.
Insane, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously. But yeah, Jarrod, you're a smart shopper now. You don't waste money.
Well, not on games anymore, man. The only sort of storefront, if you will, that sometimes gets me is Steam. Just because, like, come on. Like, sometimes they have deals where it's like $2. Yeah, I'm like,
they're literally giving games away. And it's like no incentive to, or it's a huge incentive to buy it. I mean, why wait?
No, exactly. I can't believe my computer is already 6 years old. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
man.
It still could run bulk of today's games, though. You might have trouble with Monster Hunter Wild, come to think of it.
Bro, but Monster Hunter I'm going to play on PlayStation. I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Because I'll get the...
And it's cross-play this time,
I know.
So we can play.
I know, exactly. And we'll just use Discord to chat or whatever. Because Discord's on PlayStation 2, so that'll be easy. But why I'm doing that is because I get the best of both worlds. So I can take it on the go, and I get to play it at home. That's the only real reason I'm doing that, because the PC portables are just too expensive, man. Like the real, like the powerful ones that run Windows and stuff, they're all over $1,000. And for that, it's like, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'll wait for the next Steam Deck. All right, dude. I think we're pretty good.
I know we are. A great episode. I'm glad we did not forget.
We're not going to
our cliffhanger from last week. And we probably won't have a cliffhanger this time. But I do think, Jarrod, there's a lot of games coming out that we're later this month. Do you want to cover them?
Yeah, I think next week what we could do is we could do like a recap of February. Because
I would love to talk about it, because it'd be kind of cool to change the pace, because we always talk about news oriented in our podcast. It'd be kind of cool because we can list like the top 10 anticipated games that are coming out, or the big hits we think, like Civ 7's coming out. Are you a Civ fan?
I haven't played since 5. I haven't played since 5.
Well, 6 is literally free half the time.
I know.
But at this point, you probably just wait for 7, even though 6 has a huge amount of content, well worth its admission price. But anyways, I hope you play it, because it'd be kind of cool to play multiplayer with that. But I don't know if that's, you're not really a Civ found strategy, real like those turn-based strategy games. Are you?
I used to be like, it's just they kind of went it's not that they went away, it's just, yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well, we got Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yeah, exactly. We got Wilds coming up. We've got Avowed coming up that I'm looking forward to as well. That's going to be interesting.
Oh yeah,
I hope it's good. Awesome. I hope so.
But that's going to be obviously.
Yeah, that's a single
I'm
player.
looking forward to. Yeah, let me know if you ever pick up Civ. I'll play with you.
Yeah, sure, man. All right, people.
All right.
So we will catch you next week. Thanks for watching, guys, and let us know about the whole $100 Grand Theft Auto 6 thing. I'm kind of curious.
That too much for you? I think it's going to get rid of potential sales, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure it'll still be a hit.
Okay, guys.
All right.
Take care. Ciao, ciao.